this, I believe, is your favorite part of Thursday. Of course, is a segment known as 𝗟𝗜𝗙𝗘. Me can say asem bi amai asem so ba kan ese ye beka. Well, you know, this segment is proudly sponsored by the Christian Service University. Over 50 years and counting, the goodness of the Lord in training men and women to occupy various positions in this country. Let's greet them. Christian Service, over to you.
The Christian Service University, a fully chartered private university in Ghana, is inviting applications for admission. Undergraduate programs include BSc Nursing and Midwifery, Computer Science, Information Technology, Bachelor of Business Administration, BA Communication Studies, Planning and Social Development, and Theology with Administration. Postgraduate programs include MSc in Accounting and Finance, Monitoring and Evaluation, Corporate Planning and Governance. We have MA MPhil Communication Studies, MA Christian Ministry with Management, Event Management, MPhil English and Mathematics Education. With quality, faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, we blend academic work with entrepreneurial mindset in all our programs. For more information, please call 0246-275375, 0240-154825 or 0244-596603, or visit our website www.csuc.edu.gh. CSU is located at 𝗟𝗜𝗙𝗘 on the Kumasi-Obuasi Road, 100 meters off Star Junction. Choose CSU today to secure the future of Africa.
And to make him better known. That's
all right, it's a welcome back and we are ready to move. Well, successive governments in this country have always wished and wanted that this nation moves from the so-called Georgesburg economy to an industrialized economy, an economy where, howbeit borrowing less, we still are able to manufacture our own products, send them out if possible to the world market and for internal consumption as well. But for sometimes now, these has been lip service and has eluded successive governments. This morning we discuss the effectiveness of Ghana's industrialization drive. Well, there are some points that especially this government have always added to either their manifestos when they are about to be voted into power, and when they come into power will add to the many seminars they do on the industrialization of this country. Well, today we have some men that are capable to do justice to this forage, and I want to introduce them. Right here with me in the studio is a brother, Peter Wonders, who is a lecturer with the AUCC, a brand specialist, former SRC president of the great EUW. I'm sure very soon you'll be fan of Hene when you crew. Peter Akwaba. That's right. Anita. Okay.
Na ya pone ska hoko ibi na bia so.
Okay. All right. We also have Nana Yao Ampofo, a youth activist and development practitioner, a member of the Methodist Church Ghana, who in recent times, okay, I won't add that one, but Nana, good morning.
Good morning, also morning, and good morning to our viewers.
Thank you.
And our listeners, and good morning to Peter Wonders.
All right.
I've missed my brother already, but I'm out of town. I'm out of town. Very soon I'll join in the studios once again, and then we'll continue.
That's correct. That's correct.
All right. So I was about to add some accolades, but I realized that say Osha sebo ubi samrani ntente maya na encheni ehwanu akonya so nti maye se eno memfa kono kakra wa kono kakra. All right, but I also have a guest to our Thursday program because of the special nature of the topic we are discussing today. I have on Zoom my chairman, the chairman of the advisory team of the Directorate of Research, Planning and Growth, the current Vice Chancellor of the Christian Service University, and a former dean and also former provost at the University, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Dear friends, help me welcome Professor Samuel Afarley. Prof, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, my brother.
Good to have you.
I'm fine, by God's grace. And I'm happy with the work you people are doing at WTV. And I'm very happy this morning to be part of the program to share some thoughts and the public to understand this important issue.
All right. Prof,
thank
you so much. Fortunately for you, the university which you head is the sponsor of the segment. We know you are having a grand debut of your 50th anniversary celebration. Prof, where did to be 2 minutes be where did you start from? Where have you come to and where are you going?
Great, thank you so much. Christian Service University started in 1974. The first batch of students came in 1974. And the vision was a measure of interest of two groups, some local evangelical Christians and some evangelical group also from UK, WEC, World Evangelization Crusade. And so the first batch of students came in 1974. One of them is a popular figure in the Methodist setup and also in Ghana as a whole, and that is Reverend Professor Emmanuel Asante. He was one of the pioneer 5 students.
Okay.
And so we continued, yes, it continued for 30 years as a Bible college, 30 good years. In 2005, the council saw the need to diversify and to bring on board other non-theological programs. And this idea was actually welcome, though with difficulty. No, change is not an easy thing. And so we started with the non-theological programs, and that is 20 years now. And by the God, along the line, we became a university college. And then 1st September 2023, we were granted a charter. But officially on 17th May 2024, the president officially granted the charter at the Jubilee House. So this has been our journey. It has not been easy, but it has been a lot of, we have experienced the goodness of the Lord, we experienced growth, and we look forward to another 50 years of providing higher education, Christian higher education in Ghana.
Amen. Amen. Prof, are you able to put on the camera on your Zoom so we can see? Is it possible? If not, we can allow you. We can allow you. So if not, we can.
Okay, let me do that. Let me do that.
All right.
Let me do that very quickly.
Okay. All right. So we have been speaking with Professor Samuel Afarley, who is the current Vice Chancellor of the Christian Service University. Indeed, they had their charter.
I hope you cannot see me.
Yes, yes. We can see you clearly. It's fine with us. Yes, Prof, so the last question, and we can go into our discussion bit. What is due tomorrow? How is the celebration going to be? We know the guest of honor is His Excellency Ochena Boyumuasem Kakra.
Good. We launched the anniversary, which is a year long, in November last year. And we've gone through a lot of anniversary activities. I'm sure many people in Ghana have followed our progress. And so far, we are grateful to God. Tomorrow is the final day. The final debut will take place Yes, we have invited His Excellency, the President of the Republic, Nana Akufo-Addo. We want to leave this one with him as at now, as to whether the duties of his office would allow him to come or not. I don't want to talk about it now. That is the prerogative of the president himself.
Yeah.
Otumfuo Pokuare is coming.
Okay.
Right Honorable Professor Michael Quay, former Speaker of Parliament, is there coming, and yes, and other many dignitaries are all expected. We are almost ready with our preparations for the Grand Deba, and we are trusting the Almighty that it is going to be a very good one. It's very a kind of an event that will be a landmark to end the celebrations. Pray with us as we walk into tomorrow.
All right, thank you so much. Indeed, some of us will physically be there, and so I will stay behind the scene and see what preparations
wonderful. That is good news.
All right, sir. All right, sir. Prof, so we'll come to you. We'll come to you soon. Peter, on our studio, industrialization. Eyede ade akra. Chirichire mu na makoya chirichire foi na yenuanu mo ehwe omontias.
Say ye free mpomponso a ye raw materials eniema ye mfa value ento so.
Okay.
Egdu mpempenso a ye de value ato ye niema so. To say ye timber ye twa. Yenye twa ya ne yakoton timber no nko a yetumi dan no eye fa ne se nkonwa epon ene ho nkoneba. Ana say ye free mpempenso a yede yensa asoso ene sekan ededo from the agrarian, the normal agriculture to a mechanized on industry based stuff, and you can say industrialization.
Okay.
And ube say for the past years brunifita every year maimu and answer on the yetino na industrialization, you know, and yada year ejuma ono was interested in our raw materials. And now coming from kind say esadia some raw materials no dia mombra besi factories no ewa ha then ye yemfa your raw materials no engum na enye yi na brofo no so tena say da bi se ko ba ne sa wan hwe yiye omkroba be som yen etu be wonu say factories are coming from sisi ye nyina dodo no enne ebi wo ha enye adwuma ebi so wo no so a ya tonton adi me sa me hwe ye owura kufuo so e be start TB e starch factory ni tomatoes ni nyina so agiagu etube wonu se eye ade bia sanka yetumi de ehu jim ye dandan ye free tete enema ho o kan se Godisberg economy echo the robust and now say the current trend and to the industrialized economy and na me fe sanka ebeboa ye man Ghana na emomo no are we ready are we on the track ye betimi aye a question and answer for bia anope me sure say akwanya beba ho a ye be kasa ho na se ye be kasa ho a me so ma dwen se kakra me wo no me de betu dwa say Ghana are you ready ana say Africa
are you ready ana
and no ye nsem bia e wo say ye de ye pese mu.
Okay, right. Peter, thank you so much for your opening remarks. Nanaya, listen to this carefully and see if you can give me an answer exactly at where Peter has ended. Yeah, ready na fiti abra kwesi broni yen yankasa etu yenum tu se yentimi ene onye adwuma biem friye mamuko na yankasa yentimi eni ye ho nti osaje fokra de gina simpie so ka se baabi ayedui wo bibini Ghana ni ya krado kra se yankasa bebu ye man ni ahwe ye ho so. Now listen to something. Now Ghana has been pursuing an industrialization agenda for the past decades with the aim of promoting economic development and reducing over-dependence on import of goods and services. Now, like many developing countries, Ghana's industrialization journey started in the 60s, dovetailing into the 70s when the country pursued state-led import substitution industrialization. Till date, yentimi hushi. Nana, are we ready?
Thank you very much for 𝗦𝗏𝗍𝗍𝗘. Na Senator Peter Achechiri mu no kyerɛ kwan a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛfa so a yɛbɛdu mpɛmpɛn so a yɛbɛka sɛ esi ano yɛn sikasɛm no yɛn economy no is mainly based on industry, manufacturing, and yet it is now so Obisa say, are we ready? Then what I would want to say is that we have always been ready, and in time past we have been ready. We have already been ready, if there is something like that, because there have been actions by previous governments, especially notable. It's 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗍𝗘 Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, where he endeavored to establish various industries, all geared towards the industrialization driver na okitaye. Into Ofa Akosombo Textiles Limited, Ofa Aboso Bonsa Tie Factory, 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗍𝗘 Fiber Production, Winchi Tomato Factory, among others. Utumi who said all these were geared towards the industrialization driver. Now, for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and these things were geared towards the very policies that we had established, where we had the import substitution industrialization policy in 1960 to 1980. In the 1990s to 2020, we had a vision 2020, where we're also looking at the outward liberalized industrialization policy. We have had the systems, we have had the policies, we have had the vision, we have had what we envisaged as the plans that will lead us to becoming an industrialized economy. But the rest has been as a result of, if I would say, the willpower, and then all the other things that we always see, the political gimmicks and everything that has led to baby ayebi. When you ask yourself what has happened to all these factories we are talking about, what is it? Senator Peter kan ya tuntum biadi ya gugubi obi no she biase, and so we don't care to continue or see to it running efficiently and all that. Basically, it is about ensuring that we get industrialized. Our economy becomes industrialized, just from the agri-based economy to this form of economy where industry and manufacturing takes precedence and takes dominance in our setup. For me, Ghana has always been ready. We have always had the systems in place. We've always had the policies in place. The rest has been government's willingness and government's policies and government's decision and direction. And we cannot count very, 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 very solid industries we have, manufacturing companies that we have. MPP government buy one district, one factory. I was happy never make constituency mono. And name it I don't get it whether say egu, say rugu. So it has become a practice where any time that we establish something, anytime Commander Sugar Factory. It's a classical example. Edu baby area factory, sugar cane cry, produce but when we were establishing the thing, we did all the feasibility studies and everything that would ensure that the factory works. So, also for Nameka said, we are ready. We have always been ready, and what we need to do is to change our mindsets. We should reorient ourselves and then ensure that we put ourselves in a state where we push the industrialization agenda with all our power and zeal, because we cannot continue to live the way we are living, and that is not going to help us as a nation.
No, all right, Nana, thanks for your comment. Well, for Peter, the question is, are we ready or not? I'll be back to ask him whether in his mind we are not ready or otherwise. Let me go to Professor Frane. Prof, the academia has been accused of being theoretical, sitting in the comfort of our lecture halls and churning out students who are only cognitively and argumentatively good, as to whether they can replicate whatever they are taught in the classrooms into the industry is another thing. And so a man called Ayelenzunu wrote an article, and I want to quote it so that, Prof, you can give us some input into that. Now, according to him, industries established under the industrialization policy within the years I have spoken, which is the post-Kwame Nkrumah era, became frequently uncompetitive and unstable. An effort to spread them out to be able to stand the test of time was not possible because we didn't train brains from our universities that could handle them. Prof, your thoughts, sir?
Right. Thank you very much. This question on the human resource trained from the universities contributing to the industrialization drive is an issue. But I think we must look at the broader issues, broader context, so that we don't actually dwell on this one alone. Let me pick a few things to widen the discourse. Then I come to that one. You see, these industries, our friend is talking about whether we are ready. These import substitution industries, to start with, we had weak raw material base. Okay. If you want to industrialize and you want to be very efficient and be able to reduce costs and be competitive, you must have a strong raw material base. But we all know we didn't have. As a 𝗟𝗓𝗙 factory, as my colleague said, they have to rely on some sugar, some raw material imports from outside. The jute factory in 𝗏𝗏𝗡 have to import jute from outside. The textile factories have to import cotton yarn from outside, and the list can continue. So that was a problem. Then the issue of imported technology. We imported the machines for the factories were all often imported, and that creates dependency. So if anything breaks down, you must wait for somebody to fly in from either from London or from Bonn or from Paris to come and fix it. So it created technology dependency, and that did not help. It was not only unreliable, but it's also expensive. So that was another problem. If we come into current situations, we have problems of financing. Maybe we can discuss that one alone, because it's a big issue confronting industrialization in Ghana and other parts of Africa. But coming to your question of the human resource issues, yes, our universities in the early 60s and 70s focused more on producing men and women who could work in our public sector. KUST came in with engineering and to train people for our engineering companies, electricity, Quarcoo, and the rest. To some degree, there was an initial gap. Yes, there was an initial gap. But since the middle 80s, effort has been made to correct that so that they will be ready to support the industrial programs of Ghana and other countries through vacation training programs, through attachments. This problem is gradually being solved, and I think currently that problem has been reduced to the minimum, and more of our graduates from our engineering schools are able to work in these factories. In fact, many of the factories and the industrial setups in Ghana, our gold mines and all those things, they are very, and the rest, they are being manned currently by Ghanaian engineers. We don't have expatriates there. So this is a demonstration of our competence and our ability to provide the needed human resource for industrialization in Ghana. Can I say, no problems are, but I think say after 1985 bano universities no abomodin say on best solve some problem. It's one we school in the 90s and then 20s now. And now attachments and vacation training and also a little bit of change of classroom methodology of teaching. Universities no nipa omo film no e won India omo tire de lay adwuma wo yen factories near industries mo they say okọ factories be bremo wo be ho nyina Ghana fo a omo eye adwuma hwe VRA is a big industrial giant, a power giant. Bruni be any ho outside the be any ho Ghana for any feeling kama all these years. So in short, my response is that it's no longer the case. Ghanaians are very competent and they are well trained to man our industrial establishments.
All right, Prof. Thank you so much for that response. Peter, so in the opinion of Prof, a school for a train on post 80s, no more modern era industries, but a grown form. Ye hunu sa nneoma na ewo ye economy nti say if we've been able to train men and women who can occupy this position, then it must reflect in our lives as we move on. But it appears to say our economy keeps dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. What do you say to that?
Mpebri Professor Kasa na wonso nena wonso be kabia na koye
asam say we are no baba ye no baba ye
Professor so benya onsi na so osi nani na ye be kan wa ha no I say on attention
why say what
say ye ka say ye ready a media make say da bi
okay
ye ready ye esa ne say hwe me betena ka say Kwame Nkrumah be di o mampan e wo Ghana no no okuta aniswade ehunu ahodo miensa a otu din capacity building 2 subsystemic 3 systemic
okay
and na dream ni say obe build a Ghanaian for the labor and say industrialized idea no a onya ye no prof can say yanyamiadom some of our industries no abrofo ni ho no de Nyankopon ase sa pepe de Kwame Nkrumah na adwene enye obe develop enema ya obi schools ahodo e Ghana ha se obetuani ene enya Kwame Nkrumah Adzika training college ene ebenya specialized training college ene na okuma ase so na beche no na owie ya systemic ne subsystemic ne se sa for ye watete ye ho no omun so no omo dane Ghana ni from the agrarian economy to what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Then ebasa no Ghana be yesu dua na enonso no are develop other African countries. But the problem of Ghana today is globalization, interdependency, and then interconnectivity. And the how can see ama Ghana adena mekanesa the globalized world no a emerging culture and as a popular culture and edi atintima ho na chere say Africa and for that Ghana no we are consumers of popular culture in the globalized world yen to me emfa ye niema enko eti ye kase de ti yen kro niema na ye no yen to me project e the globalized world ma we ma onfanto ho hwe a movie say ye hwe abrofo movies yi abri biara ye hwe movies no yen Ghana for bia me nkwa ma adwen no yeni atua na se adwen ya adwen koso wo say actors no eniema na omo ye no eno na yesere ye hwa yesere na mom se wo hwe mu yi a wo be hunu say obi ewo in the movie no content no obi I dey abo watch bi na ye shina de ya zoom camera no ewo so eno no dey na mo ye no omo position omo eniema na ewo omo man mu no that's a popular culture I'm talking about. A clear example is kunkum bagia. So and the Ghana baby of Fabiano won't tricycle reference pragia. At the point in time, we won't say a man will be able to share their bangles because you won't say Abi Eshebi. So for about 12 years to 13 years ago, Nigerian movies, Eddie Henry Ghana Muhano. So Kaya. So for what? So them. One we traditional marriages in Nano. Don't one use Nigerian beats and I'm dressing. And we come back here. So my Jane Tinu Ghana no. But no we traditional marriages no. I want dressing in Indian apparel.
Or mobile turbine.
Thank you. But unfortunately for Africa and for the Ghanaians, you know, we are not able to position what we have in our countries. So how can we say we are ready for the industrialization? Ya go kuma wood omo fancha me na obi afura ahye kokko boto. Are we ready?
Na say yeso ya mamre no
bra yeah untumi nkancha me say India for enia mamre they have added value to their culture.
Okay, because
the real culture no cannot be sold in the globalized market through popular culture. And a clear example of yen enyum ba ko yetumi ton ye in a globalized world no, was Azonto. Before you know Mushinya. And currently, Stoneboy and you man said Nanu Yejeje. Osha, Obia to Africa. That is, I'm not saying say I'm marketing a Stoneboy, but I'm only using it as illustration.
Yeah.
So let's position it in our media. In tongue our globalized world. Look. Ghana first started, I'm saying magazine first started. Ka be a fan Boafo. Early 90s. Saka ne ko wie saying.
No crowd them say can UST4. And a shot here with that project. Maybe say some collaboration. Prof can correct us.
Anka ye toa so a anka ne agoloshi macho ya ewo hoyi. Anka maybe ya boatra sam pempe so no. Meta fidie so matena makasa on several occasions say if yes, a person enter into the translation and can Rollins era. And mother obaye or say, children of the land, gather courage, JSS come to save. Oh, somebody more. Also, sir, history, geography, abroad courses. All the life skills, technical skills, vocational skills, agri science, and the buyer. All the equipment buyer. Somebody and I was saying Ghana epidemic. But unfortunately, one interventions were they prepared? Were they trained? Like Sana Kwame Nkrumah and it's an idea no about to one it collapse here. So for other person first and a clear one is what our honorable Aduchum Adiaba, the STEM, which is also a nice intervention Adiaba able to meet the yanko industrialization. But then, one who say, "Yebibi, ni anfa development communicators ambamua in Pembebre, we mess up, and we don't disseminate this information properly. We don't allow a friend saying statement and answer the current citizens. Emma me discuss it. Ye ma ukwan, Emma ye team move for and fire game ma. And Ebasanwa, we are not properly mobilized to accept the new intervention. Yes,
Entino. Kufuor de na nanka meye na media source nanka fe, which is the post 2000. But you said something about Rollins era. I don't know, Nanayao. You possibly either you were not born at the beginning of that part of the so-called Rollins industrialization, or you were very young. But Peter Waka Adewe repeatedly said to him, or no wadwene say Rollins era no sabre no pa na nanke say mfidijuma yefuntu. But it was also the era many people have said, they say mfidijuma no bebre na echo drobe. I mean, yet in the 80s it started dwindling, but in the 90s there now fade chese kra ekokra. What do you think successive governments ewo mamu ha ayo when it comes to enacting policies that will affirm their own manifestos?
Right, thank you very much. My name is Peter 𝗟𝗏𝗘 on a very light note. Presiding bishops, but on a more serious note, I think that, you know, rhetorics in it also, lip service in it also, we talk more than we want to really do. And I feel, say, politicians, you know, just take us for granted. Because, you know, you ask yourself this question. Let's just, as a lay person, without any background, you ask yourself this question, say, if Yamfani say, Akosombo Dama, Kwame Nkrumah, you know, is still in existence, it is still supporting this nation. Akosombo textiles, that's what one. So you ask yourself, why is it that all the other things are no more or have been collapsed? And that's why we're in Thai factory, we're in tomato factory, we're in fiber, near glass factory. You think that you're so complaining much about the unemployment and others, but everybody wants to start something, and continuity and sustainability is our challenge, because we always want to tilt our manifestos slightly different from what is already there, so that there will be a difference between our ideologies and visions from that which is already existing. And I see that as really a challenge. And because Bosia Bonso near Tumtumbi, near the big loans, near the big sure. As of now, tomatoes, we are importing rice, we are importing everything, virtually everything. And water are starting importing. You go to malls and you see bottles, packed water and all that. Because we have been made to believe that everything ours is not the best or something of that sort. And you know, President 𝗟𝗏𝗘 started this Friday way. Look at how young textile industry has boomed. Now we are all proud to wear African wear. Corporate organizations have bought into it, and whether it's Monday or Thursday or Fridays, people are even permitted to wear African prints, fabrics, and all that. Now, since we're not promoted and coming issues about this time, we will even be proud of wearing GTP and Akosombo ATL and all those things. They would have been collapsed by now. I see this thing as the continuous negligence on the part of governments and government policies towards sustaining the gains we have already and improving on it, you know, and are contributing to where we are today. President 𝗟𝗏𝗘 recently, you know, now we have automobile industries coming up, and so we have a lot of them setting up their stations in Ghana or their factories in Ghana, all geared towards manufacturing. But I ask myself, how many people are even able to buy these vehicles that are manufactured in Ghana? The reality is that we need to have an orientation, a mindset that we want and will have industrialized. And we'll have to start small. And in every aspect of our endeavor as a nation, we have to go that way, starting from agriculture, starting from every other sense. Because if we're unable to do that, we'd always be heavily dependent on aid and grants and Peter 𝗟𝗏𝗘. And because that is always the shortcut to getting money, I think that has been the trend that all successive governments follow. And we will have to penalize governments who come and abandon such factories and such factories and neglect them to rot. We have to penalize them subsequently in elections. Because if they come to us with all the promises and eventually they come and they abandon even already existing ones and try to start fresh ones, which also the subsequent governments will come and abandon. Then we lay workers off, then these factories become white elephants. There are silos. Kwame Nkrumah, they build it all in the quest to make sure that we are having the needed buffer stock and all that. Today, you ask yourself, how are we utilizing all these things? And also, for me, what I'm saying is that governments would have to be disciplined in terms of the industrialization. Go to Pioneers, we'll have to take everything, and now technology is taking precedence in everything. And so a time is coming that we have to be able to integrate all these things in our industrialization agenda.
All right.
Now, making sure we are pushing for these things to be done. The factories that are already existing are being supported with the needed resources, machinery, and everything, and developing them and expanding them. It's not always about setting and starting up fresh ones, but the already existing ones. Let us expand them so that their capacities can become that which can even support export and all others. And I believe that when we do these things, it is going to really help us.
All right. Fairly said. Prof, Mr. Memra also so. Whilst people think it is ineffectiveness of government, others also think that the entire nation must have a mindset. In this say fix the country, it say fix yourself. But I think President Kufuor's era is also one of the eras that actually brought a certain boost to industrialization. So, Prof, I take you now. In the 2000s, government set up a number of institutions and programs to support viability of industries. Now, this included a setting up of Business Assistance Fund (BAF), the Private Enterprise and Export Development Fund (PED), the Trade and Investment Program (TIP), the Fund for Small and Medium Enterprise Development and Export Promotion Zone, all in Ghana. Prof, has all these programs and interventions brought any movement forward?
Thank you very much. It's true. President Kufuor established many of these, and even we continue to see more of these also coming up with time. You see, if I will make reference to what my other colleagues are saying, in an industrialization drive, you need a policy, a supportive and integrative policy environment, which will make industries thrive. If it becomes isolated policies left and right, we may not succeed. That is one thing. If they are not cohesive, they are not complementary, if they are not, you don't see a whole. I will explain one or two of them. It will not work. And also you need continuity of policy, which sometimes is missing in my mind. The last speaker made mention of that. You see, in an industrial setting, to promote industrialization, there are some basic, the economists will call them, some of them, factors of production. You see, finance is key. Finance is key. Ghana over the years, the public sector, the government is even borrowing more than individual entrepreneurs, what we call the crowding out. So they don't have access to capital. It's so expensive, and not only expensive, but also the capital is short term, and therefore they are not able to finance industrial projects so that it becomes profitable. One other thing which is currently a problem is power. You see, we have unreliable and high cost of electricity. And if why can you industrialize when in a country we have power challenges, inadequate power supply, and this power becomes expensive? Just 2 days ago, cost of power was increased. So this makes industries in Ghana, what do you call it? All these things, it becomes expensive, and it leads to our industries not being competitive. Not being competitive in terms of one, high cost of production, and two, quality. And when you are not competitive, it means you cannot access, you can't sell on the foreign market, and you are limited with only the local markets. And many of our industries are not able to sell within our outside. You see, what I'm referring to, for example, America offered us AGWA, good, African Growth and Opportunity Act, that we should sell into the American market. But where are the factories to produce and sell there? You see, so when we have problems with lack of capital, we have problems with electricity, when we have problems with technology, high cost of technology import, you are not able to establish industries that are going to be profitable.
Yeah.
And policymakers have not addressed these things. Have not addressed these things. You see, so unless we address these basic requirements that will make industries thrive and be profitable, we will continue to face these problems. And what makes it worse is that every 4 years there is a major policy shift.
Yeah.
We don't see continuity.
Continuity is not there.
And then it worsens the problems, and we are always standing where we are because there's always a change in every. But if we can develop our industrial programs in a very, very continuous way. That's why, as a nation, we need a long-term development plan, which defines where we want to go and how we can go there. And then politicians and parties will fit their agenda within the framework of this plan. Then, as a nation, we will move forward. For example, the plan can demand that students trained in the university must be in this area. And the plan can say that we are going to groom industrialists for the nation. The plan can make agriculture a major economic activity which would churn out raw materials that will feed the industries. And we are not having all these things. So also what I'm trying to say is that the policy framework, any coherent, any integrated, any supportive. When you are so bad, but the policy environment, so supportive and integrated. Now, and yet there's no continuity. Because we have suffered this problem as a nation regarding industrialization. Let me go back to are we ready? I think in terms of aspirations, in terms of our wishes, yes, we are ready. But the ingredients, the pillars of industrialization that will move us forward are not coming in a coherent way that will take us there. I think that is the challenge.
Yeah, Prof.
Yes.
I share with you. On that thought. I mean, it appears policies are fragmented and they are only restricted to the government in power. That eclectic plan for the nation that will let us move to our next 10 years, to our next 20 years, is completely off the books. But Peter, the way forward is what we need now. Should you agree with what Nanaya is saying, that a government who does not deliver on a mandate must be punished? Peter, I've been concentrating on the Israel-Gaza war, and now Hezbollah, and now Iran. Now, who said, look, we are not off the woods yet. If we are thinking the dollar is going to adjust itself to the cedi, we should be dreaming. But yeah, yetimamuno, nim senka ne yato abama no anase the person oba whoever obama ye ho atonye no. Ye hu sa, we rather see opulence on the part of the people we have rather voted for. The way forward.
Hawkesia yawo say abimai any Ghana ne say ye nim ye hunu ade aye wo no ho emfaso hwe Kumasi magazine for yi brother make say bi de kan ebo mudi siam e mo akwanya ma yidi say sanka ban atumi aduaduam ahunu won a sabio nyame ede achedie bi atel efa infidi yo ho a na aban de sika kwhye mo ase say aban atumi asi factories amom ho kan de nyina ya mom the next 10 years ya pese ehunu say Ghana tumi aye mfidi a e de process cocoa Ghana aye mfidi a etumi de yese me de yese a me gidi yese me nua berema ye bedu sampempen so no me gidi yese ka say aban mu mpanyimfo bi etie look say abribia me betena na osi o eba branding na ne nyina ye enyuma amaye ade ehwa dance ye aba fi ha na emre na professor ekasa no o kan say universities ni bi a produce nkola nyamencha de omutumi adandane enemani enti ama ye factories ne ho nkwane ba o Ghana no ebi kura o engineers no Ghanaians okay yemfa no ntonchen na other disciplines no so way so for nyamencha de was kwa ojina lecture hall a wo kira de hwe course outline a ye de sha wonsa a ebi o wa wontumi modify esane nya detect for approve
okay
esane nya de call ye no so hwe so e de approve ma yen bisa won say sa course outline ye de sha wonsa yi e kwan ba so
course description
of course yes course description I mean the total na America
okay
description the amount no e kwan ba so na to transform akwala school akwala do some pen so amene wotu wa ye ke
say nintini ye say wo so lecture ya ma description dia hweso funtumu never yes syllabus kama na enye contemporary
bra o de how de men ko hokura how ko de men ko hokura sabra na yensan emra osafo kantanka so me ko no ma wanhwa metia nkofo nan so entina me mpese me ko me fanto nchen
okay
yensan ko osafo kantanka ho papa ifi ase anwini mfidie a meti ni din was in the 90s say e bia obaye the dad na me dem e bia maintain nkan but in the 90s na meti ni din ntie pa che say so abanya eba ko ye hunu ne nsanu nyuma ya ye betumi atam papa yi sabiyo atumi de sika bi awura enyuma na oye no mu ana say kantanka yi wo ye mfidie se ne ye mo sika puduwa yi in the next 5 years no ye say ma yen nanka ye so ye course descriptions are ye no ense akola kutupa say course bia na wo ye say wo ye agrika wo be graduate ya wo thesis no should be on asase yantama ye de ama wo say wo say wo nim si adua kokoo a kodua me enhwe na kokodua no wu a o grade nso ya de
ebia
so for me kaji me ka ye wo sere say wo ye catering na vocational catering na wo ye ya
aduane ne hia
wo ba ye aduane ase anya da o grade nso ya de awu papa san last year uhun na LBC uhun ye say wo brande na brande a o grade no ahye enti no
eno ne asem
yendu san pempenso no ne enti a mekasa ne say enfia bi atwam why na auto China for niema obi anto ye say inferior bani amene o kasa yi anima babri a ye aye China for nkola niema mo ye e de amane Africa ne ye de ye yusu enti yenhwe si bedu san pempenso no a ye school a ye ko fi primary school na okwo ni nyina no ye fi ase ma wo de wonsa enwene bribi and the nipa no make us o school no kwa no ntia me to sa anyum ya na ya say my chorus stay that was the agenda say anka ye factories a eguo no ye ba te enipa o mbetumi aye de asi anan a revival no na emomu ade ani ehunu ye ko gira class be rai mo na sabetena fie ɛno ne yɛhia na debi yɛdu mpɛmpɛn so wɔ sɛ nneɛma no a yɛyɛ ɔman no mu no a yɛanwene no yɛbɛdane ani yɛbɛfuntu ani na ɛde adu mpɛmpɛn so bi a aman a ɔmato mpɔn no yɛne a mobɛtumi a yɛde akuti pɛnkoro bɛsɛ yɛndu saa mpɛmpɛn so no yɛde a yɛmfɔgate ɛno na prof kan yɛ sɛ when it comes to technology we depend on the white man or the western world. Si yɛtoa so wɔ saa mpɛmpɛnsuo no mu a yɛbɛyɛ dɛn adu baabi yɛpɛ sɛ yɛde yɛadu enti yɛpa kyerɛ sɛ yɛ technical universities no till today ma wakora yɛntumi nya anaa hwɛ sɔfo meka de awie wonya ka okay musa misa topic yi no ɛne producer nkasa ɛnyɛ saa one hour ne de listen saa topic go sɛ bebre hɔ sɛ yɛka a yɛntumi yɛ deɛ ɛnka
yɛbɛyɛ part 2
wadaroma one way ɔmo sɛ ɔmo yɛ giant in technology and in the industries no enya dia mfidie ne ho kɔ ne ba ɔmo yɛ no ɔmo na ɔmo yɛ bibia o ebi wɔ kɔ na board de pen ɔmo yɛ engine no different company na de ba tie no different company na ba no mo assemble ɔmo de ɔmo brand logo idea atoso can't we do the same and stop depending on the western world for our technology amma saa no a yɛntumi nkɔ yɛ nim then yɛbɛtoa so sɛ abere na bere nyinaa no raw materials unenhanced raw materials here for value and to so and they produce eba sa no a bra yentumi nkoye nim.
All right, Prof, enti osusu na udi wiama no the issue of the informal sector being a major player in industrialization wabo openyi osofo safo kantanka din yende yebetwen ya na sabio nyame afre no ne akobonsan wa kese abo appellation kese so na oye ni papa po. I mean, this is a person who has been in the shadows for some time, has come into the limelight. Abasubodie bi enu ayesha dade amane ni nkranhye bia. What will you suggest as the way forward for industrialization when it comes to the informal sector?
The informal sector is a big blessing to the nation, and we haven't fully realized their potential so that we develop it. There has been a number of studies and projects to really bring them into the framework of national development. But it has been piecemeal, very incoherent, and more often, what the government wants to achieve is formalization. Young formalize one, the tax quick. Easily. So to formalize them is, it appears policymakers and how they can be formal, registered, their records are there, and when it comes to taxation, we can get money from them. No. I think we need more than that. You see, one thing, we should see them as men and women who have a lot of indigenous knowledge. And countries that have developed have always built on their indigenous knowledge and moved it to higher height. So when we do that, I think it promotes what I call innovation. A country which does not encourage and promote innovation will never go far. So I think there should be a more progressive policy on the informal sector, ensuring that their work is supported and they develop relationship with some of the academic institutions, and they are assisted to improve their current practices so that they can enter into they can contribute to the economy by producing even export commodities. That is possible. I think it's an area we should really support the informal sector. We should see it as a potential and not a problem, and transform it not necessarily for tax purposes but for production purposes. Let me say quickly, in our a bit to industrialize and to move forward as a nation, we must go for systematic reduction of certain imports. I'm talking about systematic, not just rising up one morning and say, hey, nobody can bring X or Y into the country. That doesn't work. We must systematically develop a program to reduce certain imports. You think as a country we can produce rice? If we come out with policies and we implement them, in a coordinated manner, I tell you, within a space of 5 to 10 years, we will be almost 90% dependent on our own rice production in Ghana here. We want to see it should be planned systematic reduction of certain imports. We can choose about 5 to 10 things we want to produce in Ghana, and we give ourselves 10 years. We will not import them. Why is our CD always suffering? It's suffering because everybody wants CDs to go and import things into the country, and that cannot take us anywhere. To sum everything that I'm saying up, the government must give us coherent, integrated, continuous policy environments.
All right.
Within which a business can thrive and grow and become profitable and also become competitive.
All right, so that is from the good old prof. In order to industrialize and to ease the suffering on Ghanaians, government must support with policies that are coherent, that are systematic, that are continuous. There can be a break after 4 years. It won't work like that. So the phone lines are open now. 02562534610 053-835-0625. Well, Ghana's industrialization as whether or not industrialization can send us to our new haven or otherwise. Call us and make your contribution well known. Penifo na kasa Peter 𝗟𝗏𝗃 nanaya ayu so can be bibi edene call a meeting be isia prof so e will kumasi no ho ubutu Christian service samre ya no so oni AD enkomo. All right, enti grandma so good morning.
Good morning, Sofo. As I say,
nyame adomo
Sofo 𝗏𝗏𝗃 no ka say
mpacho ai
but say besa say ni ma bi ya mini no do ye dwuma commercial bank
da bi azebi aje metena ase kai kakra
ye fele na agbamanya
aje me kai kakra aje me kai
madam Fopa no le mo no kai anu afre
yo mate
besa me disturb wo chire baba
yo TV December bo ti we wakobo bi se bi na akoteta ti on the to so no the so anope mu ko WTV anyway
TV so say o ba o say o self check o go ni body bi o say o no ti we yo o no ti
mu ko be na o be see from no mu jira ha mo twen ba nyame adom Methodist adaromanti da ye born in no so sa Methodist adaromanti chire no mu
last I come na metna no na I ketesia bi frɛ oh why feel so o budget so no one say I was say oh yeah suspect brother now.
All right, it's dear friends, you be a phone line. So you didn't come infinituma. Yes, aban was so aban beba. Nina mwa na yentimi emfanya ye ho. Yentimi fa ni dwuma e wo man mu said e be ya ye betimi akoye nim se wo ma. Yenkwa Shama na. Good morning.
Good morning.
Raphael, you are on air now.
All right. Papa Michiamo.
Yeah, Josepha.
Yeah, sharing industrialization. I want Ghana have one. Begin to say lack of managerial skills. And it's a home. I didn't make us Minka and ta enche. As a making a term question. Quantum Kumesi silo. Kama processing factory yard nemu. This is almost a down. It's at the iron. The unit is at the diet. Omufa adiba obi apobo hwe say dan we kwa dey no both me di aye e dan si wo ma e dan e say ya wa ha bu KNUS nimpa miensa omo aye cold porter na ya si omo aye ade are you serious And if I mean say university students graduate I court how much tell I dey agubire you do Ghana how mo.
Oh, but say court ni ye sha say the free baby and ya build it on no minia.
But also nipa mi nsa ka buta my court akwa on school put the court to asana how mo ton.
Okay.
Wow, you see I'm abandoned by a juma about that I already oba almost here so because obeka say you know and say o man no.
All right. Yo, yeah that's it. All right, do I have the next caller? Alexander. Good morning.
Good morning. Very reverend.
Baba chofun ase for mu gina yie de.
Oh, nyame adom. Ye gina yie pa.
Yo, yeah that's it.
Reverend, remember discussion no. Na me sisi ni say oman ya e wo mu. O say akoye say ye dachi nyina ko she political parties ya to win power. Na emma oman no say ebetumi aba say oman no benya national agenda say the prof mu no on Adzika kan. So that yen train could see 4 years say you better about a partnership political party. And some who say what deviated from oman yen akoma so ade.
Yeah.
If the national policy being from council say oh yeah political party oh any power na over. Let's say whoever is in charge one be oman no say so and political manifestos any individual ideas they do oman no. Yeah do be no. In some developed countries, individuals no cater they many years to me am resign, but it cannot happen in Ghana. Even the bigger any evidence, about the defendant who need enough evidence to put me to court. And see, who is say any national agenda, any national policy. I'm master government. I'm building on whatever has started that will still remain at 0.
All right. Thank you so much. Intenia yewo achemo fun asidia yensi kwambu nkokumase. Good morning.
Good morning, Nazofo.
Derek Mpomwe.
Nazofo bacho nyame adum no pa ka sinti o.
Yeah, ade show.
Professor so I'm an old student of Christian service.
Oh, okay.
Professor mema o achiano.
Ochina so obekwa anniversary no.
All right. Also, our problem in Ghana here is the national policy again, which is really affecting the country very well. I can make mention of shoe factory Wokumase. Also, because it is an abandoned project. Between young people. Said the prof can get training students from the university and come to me alcohol acquire juma but do over the whole so national policy in your country and then man yama a hydrogen industries also for me for question 2 weeks ago regional hospital of Kumasi was area also if we need food, and your hospital, I get it to Messi or say, come. But it's surrounding me, the need food in your jungle.
Yeah.
But the project almost say it has been finished. And that is what is killing us in Ghana. Abba or the policy or deba. But if I'm paying for the bit in nothing. At the national policy about, irrespective of who you are, you are going to continue the policy what has been established in Ghana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Point beautifully made. Fireman.
And I pay topic I'm very powerful media so more year to my willing producers. But at some kata mechanism. Yes, who to money for no now who to a jamwasufo. I don't think I make good baby say. Yet your main to take Grana Yakra. na yakra emu e dia badra na hano eya saa ebe ma dollar no akoso but ye wanum na ye kasa ye dua ye nyama ye cherish ye nyama na ye the national policy dia ba se o obi biara en cherish Ghana dia also Ghana dia the one ka che o say ye economy no e be stable but inna ye hu sa nyama e na ye kasa nyama so ye dua wanum so no ni bo ye de inna che kontom le tene no tomatoes certainly a tono a mukra Ghana for ye mu ye wanum kra no enu so ni bo edi inti mesre krade en krofon be krasa inti se ye so anyama no ye betuma ye na affordable na ajarisha edebo emo oma no akoso ni nyame ye djuma
yo ye ni nyame be ye djuma dodo. All right, Philo, good morning. Hello, Philo. Yeah, Adeshi.
Pacho mechia, me papa Professor Fanny.
Yo.
Papa mechia o Yamenka.
Ojo.
Mechia me bla pita.
Yo me so.
Papa, o we Ghana ho. Adia ba ko a Emma esa no djuma entimi enkoso obi bia. Eye pese me nkuminya. Abai we ba na do ho kobo na abai ne ku a na adjuma ne ku. Just make it a shoe for China what to among the over yan obey again. And almost as yes, police also just for me or market and pabo or call yana by a shim in a good. Nana, the Koran or yana, mamma, which I find it in the buyer, any uncle. Upon time, you know, may one, a bit to me among. A boy, a home, my dear son, or phone cry. I'm on my do a party no minimum. Then so you're better. Yes, come on, powers of cry. If I say a first lap, as a third, you might wait the man and then get
Guess fellowship for betting it. Tell
as a papa, as I say, you will be your betting anywhere, dear my yanking. You're not first lap, Papa, so my Ghana, they are your power, and a power because ye near that party about 2 MPP this year. Oh, I am a suffer back when you president or Ghana. They are radio. Suffer, say your method is awful. Say your Pentecost, say your president suffer. Say your method is there. Papa, I want you.
Yeah, na mo boy kwa do say galam say so ye share chire you. Philo.
And I said galam say ndi amoka wo. Papa me body ase me tukuwa. Papa wa ya da ko be frɛ ya no mabobo.
Enu kra ne ayi wa firi so. Eti Philo ye beda ase. Ernest also obo ase yeti o.
Hello Papa. Me ma yan sasha
Ani nyamisro.
Papa me din chiama me da San Bishop. The right reverend Afarley. Any new later man. Ma letter recommended.
All right.
And then San Office Secretary Antiagi, we switch your moon now.
Okay.
And summer ye Kano and a pay. Kakan no Ghana a lack of industrialization. I say industrialization are a problem. Simply put, a wickedness on part of us as Ghanaians, and to a larger extent, the leadership we have. I'm not talking about this current leadership or leadership over the years, especially leadership within this Fourth Republic. But and let's use railways as an example for our industrialization. Can you imagine the number of jobs the railway system will create for us as a country? But for some selfish individual, interest of some individual, and it has affected our road. Particularly, Quarcoo road. Not sure the kind of policy I'm planning. Cars are actually managed in the block pipe. Why no? Yeah, in less than almost every 10 years, we are finding state. Am I for you? Currently, you know, because they are going to conduct stretch queue. Yeah, fine. Meanwhile, you're into Quarcoo style. And he said, to me, it developed your race now. Look at the jobs you can create for us. But for selfish interest or some individual. And a marketing company, I got to big heavy trucks, and no model, you could
yeah, that's it. Do I still have a caller? If not, na afe mama yempeni for no abono. To 20 minutes can call prof ho na yenya no kan prof. Enti uja ho kra. What is the expectation tomorrow? Yeah, announcement as all students. Omo alumni for omo do Christian service nyina emra meka ho. Ti wochina kan bibi kire.
But maminka near can me summary.
Okay. All right.
You see, the dream of Dr. Nkrumah about import substitution was right, and it's still right. Only we must do it right. So that a near mind say import no jai. Na pressure away and see no reduce. Na branch na maba enye adwuma ye. But what must be put right? I suggest 3 things. One, there should be a national industrial plan or planner, a war industrial component plan the next 20-25 years. Two, there should be within the plan, or there should be policy coherence and supportiveness, finance, technology, all the others, the human resource development, all policy component coherency within this plan. Number 2, and 3, policy continuity. Policy continuity. See, to me, yes, we are staying within the import substitution framework now. I believe, say, industrialization be Ghana na or minor me akonenim. Ochina a great day when you mean the actually 50 years. Bible say the Jubilee year is a special year for the people of God. And this are no. The Bible say a good Jubilee year, a great time when you may be shranama. Already blessings in here. We are starting to be brave. The climax. It's not be every bomb. It's you would be a resolution because the rather Bible right now. What that when you say I'm on one thing. We be around with Timika. Say we Christian service in about school hall, and I say be away friend oh, and I say who you can I say who you put them hakra. Omo diambra. Efu any be na yemum ena radiasi na yentu ye honhye sa for another 15 years medamasi already shemu nyina
already enshira also. So that is the good old Professor Afarley, still a very, very important person when it comes to planning, research and growth in our church, the Methodist Church, and also the Vice Chancellor of the Christian Service University. Peter, proper remind.
Okay, meda atiefo ne ahwefo nyina ase. Na emom no say the taste for foreign product no. I think say we say Ghana for yehwe ne yiye. Wonim say me share for like a period of 10 years. Na Kumasi Mpabo ankwa na me share. Okay. Na one time me collect hall. Ene me Kumasi Mpabo brand me hwe me na ase na waso se de hu. Na me say mo. So the next me kwa na me koto Italian shoe. I say me to me ato Italian shoe. But just that me gidi ye say Ghana eniema no. Yeah. Ye na ye nyisu bi. Se wo tobi na me so me tobi a. Obehunu say sika no be call man mu. Emma ye ni nyiri bebre. Se ye hu mo sakase na me mbo bi edin. But uhunu mo kase bi e o man mu. Anya Ghana ni die a. Ko na ko hwe. Eniema na ye ton no. Emfri Ghana ha. E say ko tofon ya. What is it? Agu broni bottom. Adan ni ento Ghana niema. Okay. Anye ndi Ghana niema. Anye nse Ghana niema. Ento no me ba ma she me fugu. Ni ehunu say me she Ghana ni. All right. Ghana sa o man no betumpo. Na mo nyina ase. Yo, ye da ase timo so mo hwam a ase no so me gina mo den. Obroni de no so de o ya kakra be ka. All right, Peter, thank you so much. Enti Peter Wonders and yatenin kanu Ghana had the oka branding there akoye kokurumutie usan ho bopo a enye ye da
Thursdays bia oba eba beboa papa ave yeti eye nana ya eyu so enka ono na emergency biti na ese oko ne kra our guest panelist today, Professor 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏 oye Vice Chancellor Christian Service University. Emribi atwemu na oyedi nkra ebeye Provost KNUST. Imprempre de ono na ye Chairman of the Advisory Team Planning, Research and Growth of the Methodist Church Ghana. Thank you, gentlemen, so much. Well, and I see Niadema Christian Service University. Mr. Kumasi in Importamudie. So we take if you are Christian Service and neighbor. Mr. Anopebia, Professor Franenum, Omujina Gate, no margin Kwaleba Gakusio, no margin Kwalaba Gakusio. 50 years of celebrating the goodness of the Lord and churning out knowledge, precision, and above all, Christian morals into the men and women who pass through the place. Christian Service, thank you so much. It's a goodbye for now.
The Christian Service University, a fully chartered private university in Ghana, is inviting applications for admission. Undergraduate programs include BSc Nursing and Midwifery, Computer Science, Information Technology, Bachelor of Business Administration, BA Communication Studies, Planning and Social Development, and Theology with Administration. Postgraduate programs include MSc in Accounting and Finance, Monitoring and Evaluation, Corporate Planning and Governance. We have MA MPhil Communication Studies, MA Christian Ministry with Management, Event Management, MPhil English and Mathematics Education. With quality, faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, we blend academic work with entrepreneurial mindset in all our programs. For more information, please call 0246 275375, 0240-154825, or 0244-596603, or visit our website www.csuc.edu.gh. CSU is located at 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 on the Kumasi-Obuasi Road, 100 meters off Star Junction. Choose CSU today to secure the future of Africa.
And to make him better known. That's
𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏
All right. Where the boko method is when you know one kind of come on. Hey. Eva. We are method is here. Sorry. What down pass okra usuti. What's so. Come on. Okay. That is from the people called Methodists. We are proud of our heritage. This is what makes us. Well, maybe I do it. WhatsApp on social media is where we are going to right now.
Okay, and so this is where we bring you all the posts, all the comments, all the contributions, and WhatsApp views all the way from social media. And so with trends, we are going to start off with X. And so it's trending on X this morning. So if you pick up your phone and go on to X, formerly Twitter, these are some of the trends you are going to be seeing. One is Okpoglo with 39k posts. Ahmad Governor is also trending. Now the Accra Sports Stadium is trending because finally CAF has given the go-ahead for the match day 3 to be played at the Accra Sports Stadium. Now hashtag free the citizens, and this is in connection with the Democracy Hub demonstration that went on a couple of days back, and this is in relation to that. Drogba is trending, and then the new demo that is also starting today. And so free the citizens. So the citizens that were apprehended by the police after a couple of days ago, the demonstration that happened. So today there's also another demonstration that is hitting the city with the hashtag free the citizens. So this is in connection with the demonstration that happened a couple of days back. That was in the month of September, from the 21st to the 23rd of September. That was the demonstration that happened. And so if you pick up your phone and you go on to X, these are some of the trends you will be finding from there. And then to our very first post of the day, WTV is feeling blessed in our mind. So join any Methodist chapel close to you for service this Sunday. Hashtag the lectionary reading, hashtag WTV. And it says that Sunday, October 6, 2024, this is the 19th Sunday after Trinity, and it says receiving the kingdom of God. The scriptures are Genesis chapter 2, verses 18 to 24, and the text, the hymn that goes with it is MHB 116. Now Psalm 8 verses 1 to 8. The MHB that goes with it is MHB 742. Hebrews chapter 1 verses 1 to 4, and then the next one is Hebrews chapter 2 verses 5 to 12, and then the hymn is 811. Mark chapter 10 verses 2 to 16, MHB 247. And so if you step your foot in any of the Methodist churches this Sunday, these are some of the texts you'll be reading or you'll be hearing from church, and then these are the corresponding Methodist hymns that goes with it. Now the Methodist Church Ghana, it says that congratulations, Very Reverend Professor William Obeng Dente. Congratulations on your promotion to the rank of Professor in the Department of Mathematics, College of Science, KNUST Kumasi. And so, congratulations are in order to you, sir. And Emmanuel Asari Kusi, Bishop in Koforidua, is also saying congratulations again. God richly bless you and your family. Praying with you all. Shalom. And so Bishop, we say peace. Pius Mills says congratulations, my lovely daddy. More grace to function. Amen. Ebenezer says congratulations, oh Professor. And we're also saying congratulations. Congratulations, daddy. And this is from Richard Akwe. Esther Edu Boateng says congratulations, with a love emoji right there. Congratulations, daddy. And that is from Benedicta Sapon Dankwa. Selena Boache Dapa says congratulations, and Franklina Emmanuel was also saying congratulations. Esther Safo Ahmed says wow, great news, congratulations, Professor. And Charles Sam says congratulations, Professor. And we here at Wesleyan Television are also wishing you congratulations. It's right in order, and so this is a very big one for you, and we wish you well. Thank you so much for joining us on this, but it's time for us to bring you the video of the day.
Okay, so this is just for laugh, so just laugh. Yeah. All right. Okay, right, let's go to the celebrations right now.
Okay, and so we are sharing in your joy, and so we wish our dear friends a happy, blessed birthday. And so the beauty celebrations is sharing in the joy of Captain 𝗟𝗏𝗘. May your birthday convert all the hatred into love, all the failures into success, all the punishments into blessings, and the obstacles into opportunities. Wishing you a very happy birthday. And this is from first new company Nyanyano, okay, company boy girls brigade, and they're wishing you Captain 𝗟𝗏𝗘 a happy blessed new year. Enjoy your day. Brother Osei, happy belated birthday wish. May the face of the Lord never be dimmed in your life. And this is from Matilda Raphael and the CPC staff, wishing you, Brother Osei, a happy belated birthday wish. Mr. Thomas Nuno, happy birthday, a member of the Nazareth Society Manprobi Circuit. May God grant you a long life and may He continue to bless you. Have a good year. And this is from your wife, your children, and your grandchildren. Wishing you, Mr. Nuno, a happy birthday. Okay.
All right, and so this is to Emmanuel Abraham. God bless you indeed. This is coming from your entire class. We say God bless you, more blessings.
Okay. All right, and so okay.
All right, so the very Reverend Silas Arthur, I wish to congratulate you on his position as Director for Research, Planning and Growth. This role is a testament to the light you bring into the world and the many lives you have touched with your guidance and love. We love you bunch, and this is coming from the 𝗟𝗏𝗘 family. Silas Mawu Neira, welcome to our Directorate of Planning, Research and Growth. I like your Sakura. Me say a bejele pa. Two Sakura people. All right, so that is where we end. But whatever it is, we are ending here right now. I know you are also sad. Some people always say twaso kra na yako kra, but unimu say na you're appropriate. You can remember tomorrow is the grand endeavor of the 50th anniversary celebration of the Christian Service University. Well, the guest of honor, His Excellency Nana 𝗟𝗏𝗘𝗃 and His Royal Majesty Opemswo Utumfo will also be there. Well, the Right Honorable Aaron Okwe, Reverend, will also be there. And this is under the auspices of the good old Professor Samuel Afarley. All and sundry are invited to the premises of the Christian Service University in Kumasi. God bless you. Okay. Yeye na yako na munim say ye kosa na aboafo a wo maso yi mu din ana ye pese ye chie mu nti me pa twa na de emfa Christian Service for eni kan na afi yemra Downwell Methodist University MIPL multi credit Barbarella Clothing Wesleyan Dew KFK na afi crack the new kid on the block. God bless you. Ebimra biem person will sponsor any of our segments now babe ka ho na dwumedie ni ewie prayer monfre mesna onu no kra telephone mo frɛ na monsa ebe can call. Our numbers are you display on the screen and we will come to your office. You don't need to come here. Right, until tomorrow when we bring you the Friday edition of your favorite Christian morning show, Sorry na Shrink. It's a goodbye for now. Me pacho usha me baby a edeno osofo Adzika Vincent.
Ke onami eche me miss na.
See you tomorrow.
See you. Bye.